Linz. We've got Linz Creates, a creative consultant who believes in the power of using comedy and courage to cultivate confidence and all of the good kind of C words. Don't get me started. I'm trying my best not to swear today. Linz is here to show us how, in finding comedy, she found herself, and by using stand-up comedy techniques, you too can give yourself the legs and voice that you need to stand up and be your goddamn self. Fuck yes! Get up on here, Linz Create.
Hello. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them smiling. If you'd have told me that I would be up here on stage singing The Little Mermaid to all of you here today, I would have laughed at you. But little did I know that laughter would be the key to my success and how I'm much more like the Little Mermaid than I first realised. Circle back to 2019. I'd just had my second baby and I'd gone back to work as a social media manager. I was really good at my job, but I felt really unfulfilled and unappreciated and a bit of a wallflower, if I'm honest. I just wanted to get in and out and go back to my babies. And one day I got my wish. We're making you redundant. What? Yeah, sorry about that. So there I was, feeling like a fish out of water, but I had the time, the money, and the motivation to go out there and finally work for myself. But I didn't know where to start. I'd always dabbled with some side hustles, so I thought I'll just put all my money into that and make a good go of that. So gut health and protein shakes it was, and I set out to my first ever networking meeting. But the trouble was, I'd never been to one before. So I got there half an hour early, debated whether I should have a glass of wine, probably not a good look for someone selling health shakes. So took myself to the toilet instead and noticed I already had red lipstick on my teeth. So red wine, red lips, not good look. Went and sat back down. I was the first one there. I knew exactly what I was going to say until everyone sat down too and got their business cards out. Fuck, I didn't even have a business name. That's not a good start, is it? So the old round robin went round, and I honestly didn't hear a word they said because I was too busy overthinking what I was going to say. I thought, just say something about gut health shakes and protein powder and something to make them all like you. Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I must have mumbled something about, yeah, so that's why I'm into gut health. The lady next to me said to me, what? Butt health? And cue laughter like this. I was mortified. I took myself to the toilet and I snuck out the back door. I cried all the way home on the bus. My husband opened the door and said, how did it go? And I was like, terrible. I'm the CEO of nothing. This isn't going to work. And he said, well, at least you went. The next morning I woke up and I still felt awful. I really didn't know what I was going to do. So I did what most people do, and for some reason I found myself on Facebook trying to make myself feel better. And it must have heard the laughter because it targeted me with an ad, which was basically, come and sign up to do a 6-week comedy course to perform in front of hundreds of people at the Grand Hotel. I thought, okay, yep, I'm going to jump in the deep end and teach myself to swim. So that's exactly what I did. And yep, I did that. He put me up first on stage. I had a sparkly cape and pineapple sunglasses. And he loved what I had to say so much that I now work for him and another famous comedian, which you can talk to me about after. But it's because I found myself in comedy. I knew I always loved talking to people, and I love spreading joy and laughter and fun wherever I go. So I was sort of in my element there. And I just want to say that the techniques with comedy and business are actually very similar. So when you're writing jokes for material, that's a bit like testing ideas. And all you're doing is you're pitching to an audience and hoping for a positive outcome. You're thinking on your feet or thin, as I like to say. And resilience and rejection are your best friends, but you also have to find your people because you won't be everyone's cup of tea. And you're always thinking of inventive ways to try new things, and even if you fail, you end up finding the better thing, so never be afraid to fail. Create and adapt, and don't just think about making people laugh, make them think. Work at it every day, otherwise you'll slip back to square one. And yeah, I just want to say, I want to sing for you again. I'm finally free, just being me, in my own world. And if you want to find out more about my standout content and my fun and wellness events, I still haven't got cards, so come and find me after. And I love talking to people, so come and find me and we'll have a chat. Thank you. I hope I've inspired you to be yourself.